SpaceX recently did something that shocked NASA scientists. Yes, you heard that right. Their Falcon Heavy launch was a spectacle, which shook the scientists because no one thought before that something like this was possible. But what exactly was it about this launch that caused such a stir in the scientific community? In this video, we are going to talk about everything about this marvelous launch. So, stay with us till the end of the video. Here, we begin. When we talk of SpaceX, we talk of many unimaginable things. Like, think of yourself standing under the vast, starry sky, eyes fixed on the mighty SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket as it pierces the heavens. The countdown ends, engines roar, and the rocket ascends, leaving a blazing trail behind. But the real magic happens moments later. As the rocket reaches its peak, the two side boosters detach from the core and begin their incredible journey back to Earth. Guided by advanced technology, they descend with precision, landing gracefully as if it were the easiest thing in the world. This breathtaking spectacle is something that even NASA scientists would have on their bucket lists. SpaceX, a relatively new player in the space game, faced a lot of skepticism. People doubted their usefulness and questioned the demand for their missions. But here they are, doing things that even seasoned veterans could only dream of. When we talk about SpaceX's Falcon Heavy's success, it's all about innovation, determination, and a vision that stretches beyond the stars. SpaceX didn't just build a rocket, they reimagined what's possible. With cutting-edge technology, relentless testing, and a fearless approach to tackling challenges, they have turned science fiction into reality. SpaceX kicked off 2024 with a bang, launching the first Falcon Heavy mission of the year and the rocket's 10th flight overall. This mission was special because it carried the GOES-U weather satellite, the final member of the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's GOES-R series of Earth-observing satellites. What made this launch particularly exciting was the performance of Falcon Heavy's two side boosters. After liftoff, these boosters gracefully returned to Earth, landing safely at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station just 8 minutes later. For onlookers, it was a thrilling spectacle, quite different from the launches of GOES-U's three sibling satellites. Those satellites were launched on United Launch Alliance's Atlas V rocket, which isn't reusable, meaning its boosters don't come back. Seeing the boosters land was like watching a well-choreographed dance, adding a layer of excitement to the mission. However, not everything went as planned. The central booster, which plays a crucial role in getting the payload to space, didn't return safely this time. The mission demanded so much from it that it used up almost all its fuel, leaving none for a controlled descent back to Earth. Despite this, the mission was a success and a testament to Falcon Heavy's capabilities. It's easy to take these achievements for granted, but each launch involves meticulous planning and cutting-edge technology. SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of space travel, turning what once seemed like science fiction into reality. NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine also highlighted Falcon Heavy's potential in a town hall meeting on April 1, 2019, emphasizing its role in landing humans on the Moon by 2024. Between United Launch Alliance's Delta IV Heavy and SpaceX's Falcon Heavy, NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine explored an intriguing option: using Falcon Heavy to launch an interim cryogenic propulsion stage and the Orion spacecraft. This concept could be revisited in the future. There's a solution here that could potentially work, Bridenstine stated. It would require time, cost, and involve risk. But if we're going to land boots on the Moon in 2024, we have time and can accept some risk and make modifications. Bridenstine emphasized that the quickest path to the moon remains with the SLS, Space Launch System. NASA continues to accelerate its development. Despite this endorsement, the SLS has faced criticism over the years for delays and cost overruns. Although it impresses with its larger size and greater payload capacity compared to Falcon Heavy, it has been seen as outdated. The SLS uses older technology and thinking, bearing a striking resemblance to NASA's past rockets like the expendable Ares 5 from the Constellation program. In contrast, Falcon Heavy shines as a modern, cost-effective alternative. It's a super impressive rocket with cutting-edge technology and significant payload capacity. It costs much less, under $100 million, compared to the SLS, which costs over $1 billion per launch. Dr. Greg Autry, director of the Southern California Commercial Spaceflight Initiative, highlighted NASA's ambitious Lunar Gateway program aimed at returning humans to the moon. He said Falcon Heavy is perfectly suited for this job, being the only rocket available now that can do it at the best price. NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine also highlighted Falcon Heavy's potential in a town hall meeting on April 1, 2019, emphasizing its role in landing humans on the moon by 2024. Despite some skepticism, Falcon Heavy continues to be a solid revenue generator for SpaceX and a beacon of modern space exploration. The Space Launch System, SLS, stands in stark contrast to modern space exploration and commercialization vehicles. Unlike these cutting-edge rockets, the SLS is based on political interests and was built with public funding. Multiple private companies like Boeing, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and Aerojet Rocketdyne were involved in manufacturing its core components, including the rocket booster, Artemis upper stage, and Orion spacecraft, leading to a chaotic development process. SpaceX's Falcon 9 has already launched some of Europe's most valuable missions, like the Euclid Space Telescope and several Galileo satellites. SpaceX's trademark reusability, launching, landing, and relaunching drastically cut costs per launch, but requires a high launch cadence to maintain this advantage. This is not an issue for SpaceX, as the company leads the world in both launches and spacecraft mass delivered to orbit each quarter, keeping the US ahead of China in satellite and astronaut launches. What do you think about SpaceX's future options? Do share with us in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.